I'm Reese and welcome to the kitchen. We're in Dallas in my kitchen and today I'm going to show you how to make a pan-seared ribeye steak. Super easy. It's good any time of the year, but especially when it's too cold to go outside to grill, and it's super quick. The ingredients that you'll need: I've got 2 ribeye steaks. For the steaks you'll need just salt and fresh ground pepper and a canola oil to coat the steak. I'm also going to be serving it with a Parsley Green Onion Butter on top. So you'll need butter, parsley, and green onions. Mine are very wilty, but I'm going to make them work. The equipment that you'll need to make the steak and the butter: you'll need tongs, you'll need a heavy cast iron skillet big enough. This is big enough for my 2 steaks. You'll need a bowl for your butter and a fork to mash everything all together. To make the butter, I'm doing 2 steaks here, so I'm using 4 tablespoons of real butter. I just wanted enough to put a big scoop on each steak. So I'm going to put it in my bowl and I'm going to mash it up. Make sure it's room temperature. So once you've got it mashed up, I have roughly chopped about 2 tablespoons of parsley and about probably 1 teaspoon of onion, because I don't want the green onion to be too overwhelming. So I'm just going to add a little bit of both until I eye it and see. You don't want it to be too, but I probably put in a little less than half a tablespoon of parsley. I'm going to put a little bit more parsley, so probably about a tablespoon of parsley. And there's my butter. And the rest of the parsley I can decorate around the plate of the steak. But I'm going to stick this back in the refrigerator and let it get a little hard. And then I'm going to use a melon ball scoop and scoop out and put round melon ball scoops of butter on top of the steak. To prepare my steak, I've got my steaks here. All you need to do is take some salt and just salt them. And then take your pepper and put as much as you like, but don't over. And I've read that it's best for your meat to be room temperature, and I actually read by the chef at Morton of Chicago to leave your steaks out for 2 hours before you cook them. So mine are nice and room temperature. So now my steaks are ready. Besides, right before I put them in the skillet, I will coat them with the oil. You don't put the oil in the pan, you coat the steaks. So now I will put my cast iron skillet in the oven at 500 degrees to get it searing hot. And then I'll coat my steaks and put them in the pan, and we'll cook them from there. Okay, let's cook these steaks. I've got my steaks right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of oil and kind of drizzle over them, if it will come out of the, and coat them. Don't put too much. I'm putting a little too much probably. So there are my steaks. My pan is in the oven. It's nice and hot. I'm going to take it out. Watch your fingers. And you put it on a high heat. You take your seasoned oiled steaks. Put them in there. Do not touch them for a minute at the very least. I'm going to leave mine on there for 2 minutes. So you do 2 minutes on each side. So once you do 2 minutes on 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side, and they have a nice crust on them, then we're going to take it and put the whole thing in the oven at 500 and cook them. Okay, my steaks have now been cooking and have a nice crust on them. As you can see, so I'm going to take them and stick them in the oven at 500. I'm going to cook them for 2 minutes on each side, and that's for about a medium steak. You want to do 3 minutes for medium well. Okay, my steaks have now been in the oven. I did flip them after 1 minute, and so they should now be ready. So there they are. And I'm just going to set them over to the side here. And I'm going to put them on a plate and let them sit for at least 2 minutes so all the juices can settle. Okay, I've plated the steaks. They're nice and juicy. So now I'm just going to take my Parsley Green Onion Butter. Just put it on the top there. And just sprinkle it for pretty with a little of the already chopped up parsley. So, there are your steaks.